Hello, hello, hello. Can everyone
Hiya.
hear me okay? Hopefully everyone can hear okay. And yeah, just having access to the Twitch chat. So if you're asking from the website, Clossi.live website, yeah, you can earn points. As long as you're like in the Twitch chat and stuff, you're fine. You just have to be logged in. That's all. Fairly quiet. Okay. Why are you turning? You just hit me with the chair of the arm. Audio input capture.
They said they can hear us.
Yeah, but they said it was quiet, so we can add a gain. How about now?
Now we're gonna bust some people's eardrums and their headphones.
Technically, we're supposed to be in the yellow, so I'm good, but you're quiet.
I'm always quiet.
I'll point it towards you a little bit.
But, I mean, Oh my god, why is the mouse louder than me? Because the only time I went in yellow was when you were clicking the mouse.
No, it's not. Okay, well, hopefully that's better.
A little bit louder?
Okay, yep, I turned up the gain, so hopefully we should be much louder now. Okay, we need a 15Q to 10Q volunteer to play Mrs. Clausius.
Who has her new favorite hat in the entire world? Hello.
She found a hat today. You want to play Mac Daddy?
Well, up or die?
I don't know. 10Q.
Well,
wait, did
no.
we play you last week?
Nope. Different M.
Ah.
I can pretend to be that rank.
I can too.
No, it was a McLeish or something like that.
Ah, okay. Let's see, Mac underscore daddy. No. I forget your username. Is it G underscore Mac? Nope.
No sound.
The sound for everyone else though, so G Mac Daddy. There it is. You're 9Q.
9Q.
Yeah, you're a little bit too strong. Because 10Q is already like pushing it. 9Q is like a little much. And you've been like winning a lot. Okay, that's not rated, so I don't know if that counts, but yeah, you're a little bit too strong. Yeah, no worries. Congrats on ranking up.
Congrats on the rank up. It's mechanical. So it's got these little bubbles full of air, and I guess it inflates.
It's air. You squeeze and push the air up into the ears.
That brings me lots of joy. You
ready? Surprise!
Hello. Thank you, Battle Porridge. They said they can play Tengen first to lower their rank. I don't know if that helps.
No, because that would also lower your rank because you don't know how to deal with Tengen. You having fun with your hat? Yes. Who's struggling? Because we have 2 people that are struggling, but everyone else is responding to us.
Well, now we know that's working.
Yeah, it works. Well, yeah, it's working. It's something on their end. Okay, need a 15Q to 10Q. 15 to 10Q. Do we have any 15Qs, 10Qs? We might have to like log into another account. Let's see, log out. What's your rank, Wigger?
See, it says it should work. And then click page.
Oh. No, we're not gonna do that.
I can... All I see is chat.
That's not anything I can do about it. Somebody's gotta help AGA and D-Man. Because they can't hear me, so...
So we've got somebody with a 12Q account and somebody with a 9Q account, but on the actual 19 by 19, they're like a 13Q.
Okay, so what are the ranks? Weaker... That's a 20Q account. And then... Wigger, what's your usernames? And then we also have... Oh, Tensai. So we have Tensai. And then we have...
GONXAS.
GONSAX.
XAS.
Like saxophone. That's a 9Q. But...
Well, they were saying their account is 9Q, but on 19 by 19, they're actually more like 13Q.
Okay, so let's go up here. 19 by 19. Yeah, 12.5. I really wish I could filter this. 19, that's... Oh, the correspondence. Lots of correspondence. This one, and then we have this one.
Somebody else says make a random game on the OGS page.
Yeah, if we could get her account to work.
Because right now we're on his account.
Yeah, her account for some reason isn't working. This one's not.
We could try logging in again.
Okay, it looks like they will both be acceptable opponents. I think Tensai might be a little bit stronger than Gon Sex. Which one would you like to play?
I don't know, you pick.
No, you gotta pick. You have to make a decision.
Oh. Whoa, what was that? Oh, you've got a new follower thingy that goes swoosh.
Uh-huh.
Neat. Somebody. I don't know who's close to my level and who's not.
They're both close to your level. They're both acceptable opponents.
Didn't pick whoever said it first, I guess.
Okay, so Tensai?
Whoever. Whoever said it first. I don't...
You don't know how much fun I'm having trying to get her to make a decision. She hates making decisions.
Stress me out.
The funny thing is, she hates making decisions, but she doesn't like me being controlling.
I want you to make decisions for me, but I don't want you to tell me what to do. Does that make sense?
You don't want me to tell you what to do, but you want me to make decisions for you.
I want you to go.
That makes
make
no
a decision.
Sense. No freaking sense.
I want you to go here, make a decision. But I don't want you to just out of left field try to make a decision for me, I guess.
Look, if I know that you're not going to make a decision, I'm just going to tell you what to do. But as soon as I tell you what to do, you throw a big hissy fit. Because I'm controlling. And bossy.
You are not.
Make a decision.
I told you, whoever said, like, in chat first.
Okay,
they
so
volunteered.
Alright, we're going to send a challenge.
Love you.
Send challenge. Love you too.
You're not bossy.
You say that, but you complain about it a lot.
Game started.
Alright, pause game.
Paused.
Okay, so we're gonna start the video in just a second. Ready? Have you said your prayers? Ready?
Hmm?
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Clossi Approach series video. We have Mrs. Clossius with us here again today with her wonderful new hat that she's super proud of. And we are going to be playing Tensai, who has volunteered as an opponent for us. So she will be white, Tensai will be black. And do you remember your Clossi Approach basics? Or do you need me to refresh them again?
Yes, but also can you pull the flow chart up? Because I love that thing. It's very helpful.
Okay, let me Clossius.live. Click the little hamburger, Clossi Approach. Okay. So what do you think the biggest things in middle game is? Most important?
Know what step you're on?
Yes, of course.
I'm very bad at that
Know
one.
what step you're on is definitely important. What else?
Don't die.
Okay. How do you not die?
Make eyes. Live, run away.
Starts with a B.
Basics?
Bases. You make bases and watch your cutting points.
Okay, I can't lie. I said basics.
You said basics?
Like your basics.
Bases. Step 1 for defense, make a base. Bases and cutting points in the middle game, and then of course largest frameworks and stuff. But yes, knowing what step you are on is definitely important. Okay, you ready?
No, but let's go anyway.
All right. So have a good game and resume.
Resumed.
Oh yeah, you need the mouse. You have the power and my water. You're welcome. And you should also not stick your hand in the salsa thinking you're reaching for the ghost stones.
I've almost done both.
I have done both. I have tried to eat a ghost stone thinking it was a chip, and I've also stuck my hand in salsa trying to reach for a ghost stone. It's a very slimy move.
Trying to remember what order this goes in.
He's on a cell phone, so he'll probably do that a lot. It's okay, as long as he can see and replay and play the move. Why is he using an attachment against camera?
Don't know. So I think it's supposed to be here and then he goes back this way, but it's fine. We're fine. The lowest level of play is the ability to distinguish the ghost stones from food. Listen, when they're right next to each other and you're not actually looking. Okay.
Thinking through your thoughts?
Mm-hmm.
Then think through them out loud.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
You are streaming.
That's right. I see no reason to continue playing over here because the moves that I would need to respond to, he'd have to play one more to do. So I took a big move instead.
Okay.
See, that's why I don't say things out loud, because then you make faces and you say stuff that makes me feel like I'm wrong.
Me saying okay makes you feel like you're wrong, huh?
Yes.
What if I said Kerdurpikalurp? Is that good or bad for your move?
I don't know.
Kerdurkabalurk. What you thinking about?
The last, open sides are here and here. And so I'm trying to think if it's better to play somewhere in the middle here, in his corner, or play safe over here. But I don't know which one is the biggest. I know I don't want to play here because we don't want a double wing, and double wing is bad. Is this one still a double wing? I cannot remember.
Kerdurkabalurk. The ultimate poker face move. Kerdurkabalurk.
How do you spell that?
Kerdurkabalurk.
Typing's fine, just
You can't commit.
as much as I want help,
Yeah,
you can't help me.
Yeah.
It's very sad. Swoosh. Oh, you picked Loki. I just realized what your graphic is. It's Loki.
Is it?
Yeah, it's got the horns.
I think you're just obsessed with Loki. It's just a graphic. It has no special meaning.
It's green with gold horns. How is that not Loki? Yes. Okay is poker face. See? Loki.
Whatever
Loki.
you say. I'm a Go player.
Not nerdy enough.
What step are you at?
His weakness, I think.
Okay.
Technically, the stone is weak. It has no base.
And what do you do?
This one's also has the potential to become weak quickly. But it's not technically weak yet. You said I'm not allowed to do double purpose moves. That's...
Okay. What stage of the game are you at then? Okay. You never answered my question and you just played a move. What stage of the game are you at?
I don't understand the frame of reference for the question. Are you asking about
The green boxes.
opponent weakness?
Your weakness, your opponent's weakness, big move.
Opponent's weakness.
Okay. So you're at opponent's weakness. Are you taking the base
Yes.
or are you surrounding?
Taking the base.
Okay. That's where you're at. That's what I'm trying to get to before you play the move. Okay.
Okay. So
What is
now
that?
this stone is weak.
Okay, so you're doing defense or offense?
Well, I was doing offense, but you said I can't do double purpose moves, which it would be to keep him weak and to run away.
Pick your weakness or his weakness. Just pick one. That's what I'm trying to get at. Pick one.
Mine, because I don't want this to turn into a big thing.
Okay. You're at yours then. Are you at make a base or run away?
Technically cannot make a base here because I can't go unless I touch, but then touching is bad and it's no longer a base, so I have to run away, right?
Okay.
I said right.
I'm not telling you the answer. Focus on your move. I understand. You focus on your game. Focus, focus, focus. Why there instead of the 1 point jump? And if you say double purpose again.
I'm not. I'm trying to get back to this group.
Okay, so you're running left?
Yeah?
Okay. They're never ending. They have like infinite amount of accounts. It's really annoying. I need like more moderators.
Hmm.
Are you at defense or offense?
Still defense. So go
Okay.
run away. No, the 9 down one isn't an ad. They were trolling because there was another actual bot ad. And they were making fun of it. Got him.
Yeah. No, I knew Battle Forge wasn't.
Yeah, but Trigg Prey was confused. Apparently my eyes did a thing.
Yeah. You should stop reading chat. You should be focusing on your game. Are you playing defense or offense?
Why do you keep asking that?
Because it's your turn again. You need to ask the question every single turn. Defense or offense?
Defense.
Okay. Are you running away or making a base?
I still can't make a base yet.
Okay.
So we're running away.
Okay. .9 Don is like 1Q, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That would be like the worst place to be, because then you're like right there, but not a Don. I didn't tell you to not read the chat so you could read a menu. Focus on the Go game.
I know, but I haven't put anything.
You
Frank
can
was
still
new.
think. No
Frank was
new.
new.
Think.
Well, I already thought if he starts to go this way, then I have to play something over here because then keeping him small is more important. Because this one is mostly fine for now. Like, not technically in danger currently.
Okay. But you can still
But
look at other
then
things.
if he keeps going this way, then I have to look at where he plays and decide if it's more important to play on this side or on this side. But that's something I can't do till he plays. And if he plays somewhere else, then I'm gonna come this way and keep him super duper small and from having a base ever.
Alright, and now look, he played while you were explaining that.
Yeah, but it was.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have to actually pay attention and go, and is it annoying?
I already thought through all that.
You didn't tell the chat what you thought?
So many words.
Defense
Plus,
or
what if
offense?
I'm wrong?
Defense or offense? Defense or offense? Don't look at moves until you answer the question.
I'm trying to figure out. I really want to play offense, but I don't know if that's correct right now.
Defense or offense? Don't look at moves until you answer that question.
I already told you my answer.
You wanted to play offense.
Yes.
Okay. Do you need to take their base?
They don't currently have one.
Alright, so you want to surround?
Yes.
And what is the surrounding options?
Knight's move. 2 space.
No.
Cap.
Yep. Caps and shoulder hits and knight's moves.
Now he has to do something different. No more 1 space jumps for you. What you gonna do now?
Okay. Are you playing defense or offense?
Offense.
Okay.
I'm
So
going to keep him from making
are
a
you
base.
taking their base?
I'm going to keep him from making one, yes.
Is he on the third line?
No.
Okay. So are you taking the base?
Well, I thought so, but apparently that answer was wrong, so I guess it's still surrounding.
Okay. How do you surround?
That would
Where
be an
is he
armpit
going to
hit.
run away?
This way. Don't want him to go that way.
Okay, what are your shapes to surround?
Nice move. Cap shoulder hit. But if I play here, you said that's the armpit hit, right?
Uh-huh.
That's a knight's move. That's a knight's move. What?
Nothing.
You clearly have things you want to say.
But I can't say.
Yeah, it's why I assume all of his okay is just you're doing something wrong, but I can't say anything out loud.
Okay, like if I was actually playing, everything you're doing is wrong. That's not the point. Are you doing good at your level? That's what the point.
Dude, we used to stream together all the time. That was fun.
But yeah, but I don't have enough students for you to quit yet. So if you guys want more Mrs. Clossi, you just got to get more lessons from me.
Okay, now he's tried to run away, and now I'm back to worrying about this group.
Okay, so you're playing defense?
Yes.
Okay. Are you making base or running away?
Running away.
Okay.
But that seems really slow. But you can't run with the knight's move, because knight's moves are cuttable. But I can't one space jump that way. I mean, it could. It's just hinky. I'm gonna do it.
Did you just play an attachment?
Yes.
Yeah. Nice moves are cuttable,
If
huh?
Clausius has drilled anything into my head, it's one stone jumps 2. Knight's moves are cuttable. Read your cuts.
Should read all the cuts. Well drilled, not well practiced.
True. I don't play enough. I can admit that.
Bless you, Pikachu.
Thank you. I
Defense
want
or
to
offense?
run away faster.
Okay, then run away faster. Going to the second line is faster?
No, I'm not looking at that. I'm not looking where my mouse is.
Then get your hand off the mouse.
Just gonna leave it there, and you can deal with it.
You're losing time. The lady's gonna start yelling at you.
No, she can't.
She
It's
will.
not allowed. I'm just gonna run away. It's fine. That one
What?
can't be cut because these are all stuck together.
Okay.
Now he's trying to cut here, so it's still defense, but it's on this group now. Question is that actually cuttable? It's like, even if he goes here.
秒読み现在开始读秒。
What are you doing? I thought you were playing defense. Why are you down there?
I decided I didn't need to play defense.
Since when?
Because I said I don't even think I need to play here, and then I wiggle my mouse around for a minute. Did you miss that?
Okay. Do you have to play offense? Think out loud.
Sorry.
What are you doing? Think out loud. You're not
I don't know if
saying
that
what you're
counts
doing.
as an invasion or what.
Why did you play 03?
Well, because that one needs a base.
Okay, so you're playing defense and making a base, yes?
Now? Yes.
Okay, think out loud. Think out loud. Posture
Thank you,
check.
unit.
Think out loud. Yeah, trick prey, those are called big moves. So L3 was a big move, but she never even like confirmed out loud that she was out of
Capped.
attack and defense. Why are we capping? You playing offense, defense, or big move?
I don't know why the word cap came out of my mouth. That's not what I was thinking in my head. I was thinking, move this way, connect all this, have space here. But I think...
What? Are you defending the bottom or are you defending the top?
I'm expanding the bottom.
So you're
And it's just
expanding the largest
also-
framework? No, also. What are you doing?
I guess it's defense. I don't know.
It's a bad move because it does none of the above.
Whatever. This still technically doesn't have a base. So I guess it's defending the top and connecting this base thing
So your
here.
jump is defending the top. Was your jump connected? It wasn't defending the top. You can't just pretend it does what you want it to do.
It looks like it does what I want it to do.
No, you have to know by the rules, does it do it? Are you actually connected to it? What are you doing? Defense, offense, or big move?
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
That's a lot of knights moves. Are you playing defense, offense, or big move?
Defense.
You're defending with knights moves.
I am panicking with Knight's moves because you're yelling at me. The countdown lady's yelling at me.
Look at the board. Defense, offense, or big moves?
Big moves.
Alright, where's the largest framework?
That's what I was trying to figure out, and then I couldn't figure it out in time, so I just made it look connected. Probably this side.
Okay, are you invading or reducing?
It would be a reduction because I don't feel comfortable.
Where's the line of
playing on
influence?
9,
there. Yeah.
Okay,
7,
how do you reduce?
5, 4.
Okay. Technically, a cap would have been one line further and more on the line, so a cap was better there.
Here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well.
Because it's one line further, reducing them more, yes?
Yeah, but I was not confident in my ability to track that back and live.
It doesn't matter about your ability, it matters about what's on the line and what's not. Because if you're on the line, you know it'll work.
10, 9, 8, 7.
You just Tanuki to stone that lost the liberty. After you play reduction and they respond, usually you should have to play defense.
That one looks fine to me, though.
Okay. Defense, offense, big move.
Defense.
That's an elephant's eye.
What?
That was an elephant's eye.
Oh, here?
No. He cut your elephant's eye.
Oh. I can never remember which way is the right way to Knight's move to fix it. So.
Offense, defense, defense, offense, or big move.
I really want to play offense, but I don't know if that's correct. But that's what I'm doing anyway.
So you're playing offense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now the question is, do I poke his eye back?
Are you playing offense, defense, or big move?
Offense.
What are you offensing?
Well,
Now do you understand why that doesn't make any sense? If you're attacking the two stones, how is attacking the elephant's eye going to help you attack those two stones?
10, 9,
Single focus.
8,
Single purpose.
7, 6, 5.
Does that help you attack the two stones?
yes. Let's keep them from running away that way.
Who's attacking who here?
Yes.
Then what's the priority? If both sides are weak, what's your priority?
I guess me. Which technically that's
So
also
basically,
for
you're
me.
just complaining because you don't want to play defense. Is that what I'm hearing out of my student? Posture check.
See, here's the thing. I want these to live, obviously. But in my brain, the best way for these to
Stop talking
live is for
defense,
that to
offense,
die.
or big move. No. No killing things unless for your solution.
But what
Play the
Murder
basics.
homo.
Play the basics. No murder hobo. If you want
I
to
feel
murder
better now.
hobo, make your own stream. And stream your own murder hobo crap. And I will teach people how to play good moves on my stream.
What? Excuse you.
Defense, offense, or big move? Okay. Defense, offense, or big move?
Vicious.
Defense, offense, or big move?
Give me a second on the posture check. I can't read from back there.
Ten, nine,
Okay.
8, 7, 6.
Okay.
Surrounded. Now he has nowhere to go. He's going to try to cut me over here somewhere. And
I swear if you would just listen to me more, your moves would be better.
You're not giving me stuff I can listen to. You're giving me vague.
You're not answering the questions in the correct order.
Undo requested. Undo granted.
Defense, offense, or big move?
Big move.
Where's the largest framework?
Are we not in Yosei? Everything's super small.
Okay, you're in Yosei. What is Yosei?
10, 9, 8,
Second line moves.
6, 5, 4, 3.
Keep my corner nice and big. That one looks important.
That's pushing his area in Sente? Clearly it is. Alright. Okay. Now what?
Can I play on not the second line?
Are you out of second line Sente moves? What comes after second line?
First line?
Luckily, that's a big move. But he ignored it. So, what do you do?
What?
Defense, offense, or big move?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you playing defense, offense, or big move this time?
Before that.
Just don't worry about it. Defense, offense, or big move?
10, 9, 8.
Defense.
Defense, offense, or big move?
What?
That was a weak group without a base?
No, that was him trying to push my space.
That's not defense, that's a block, which is Yosei.
Well, that's not defense, offense, or big move.
It's big move. It's Yosei, which is a block, which is a Gote Yosei move. What's bigger?
8, 7.
Block,
No!
I guess.
Sente in Yosei is the biggest thing to do in Yosei. Block is only important if they're pushing a big area.
I'm so confused.
Is black pushing a big area?
No, not anymore.
Okay, so play Yosei.
That counts as a second line big move, right? Because he has to connect.
Yep.
Is that what you were yelling at me to do the last three moves?
No, I was yelling at you to stop responding to his Gote moves.
They didn't feel go to me.
They're very Gote.
This looks like a
It's
bigger-
2 points. 2 points in the center
Well, I
is not
can't
worth.
count.
It's not worth it. Just second line Sente, first line Sente.
It's not second line, but I feel like this area is large.
8,
Sure. What do I know?
Gosh.
What does the Clossi approach know compared to what you...
Oh my gosh.
Tensai also... Tensai watches a lot of stuff too, yeah. Second line Sentei, first line Sentei. Invasion's not above this level, but she said she's in Yosei, so I'm drilling her and what her Yosei is.
9, 8, 7, 6.
I want to play up here, but you said second line.
Second line Sentei. Is this Sentei? Clearly not. Come on, you're good at Yosei usually. Why are you not listening?
Because you're confusing me.
How am I confusing you? I'm just saying second line, first line Sentei. How am I being confusing? I think you're confusing yourself. Because you are just tunnel visioning on certain places instead of trusting the basics. Yeah, but we can't really use rules for those without counting. And yeah, I know you're right, but but she didn't see those, so I'm just applying the basics that she can see. That's all it is. His move was Sente? Okay. Now what?
Ten, 9, 8.
Beginning of Yosei for this level is anything that's is when you're working on areas that are smaller than one center quadrant. A center quadrant is Tengen to the middle star point to the star point to the star point and back to the star point. Okay, just draw a square between the star points. That is a center quadrant. When you're fighting over areas smaller than that, you're in Yosei, according for the double digit Q definitions.
See, he doesn't know either. That was good, right?
Kurgdabaglog. Posture check.
This was fine.
Undo requested.
Undo.
Undo requested. Undo granted. Undo requested. Undo granted.
Okay. That was a misclick, because he's on a cell phone.
Ten.
What?
Gretchen.
I'm so confused.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
How many times are you gonna lose Sente and Yosei? What is the most important thing in Yosei? What's the most important thing in Yosei?
Something.
Posture check. Was that Sente?
Yes.
He could push, and then what?
Explode all my stuff.
No! Picture one more stone. You could have blocked with a double tiger's mouth. Yes?
I guess that's what that is, but it still looks scary to me.
You need to fight for Sente. It's Yosei. Fight for Sente. Sente, 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 Sente. Is it Sente?
Yes.
Okay.
Not Sente.
Okay.
Does it have to be first or second line, or can I play something else if I think it's Sente?
No. Do the basics. Number 1 is first and second line Sente. Until you run out.
10, 9. Undo requested. Undo granted.
Okay. Do you have any more first and second line Sente?
I'm looking at these, but I don't think they're Sente.
Okay, what's next? Number 2.
Push the borders.
Push the borders in Sente.
10, 9.
You look so sad following my basics instead of trying to kill
I'm
stuff.
confused. I'm not actively trying to kill. There's nothing I want to actively try and kill right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it just right now you're not actively trying to kill?
You know, usually how that's how smooch people in an endgame.
Okay. But are you like dawn level yet?
No.
Then why
What
are
does
you
that have to do with anything?
that maybe because you try to smoosh people is why you get smooshed sometimes, and therefore it's not basics.
Mm.
Is that Sente? You just lost Sente again.
Yeah, but it's important.
No, it's not. Okay, are you gonna die?
No.
Now it's Sente. If you weren't gonna die, then it wasn't Sente. Okay, you have Sente again. Yeah, you guys are saying that you want the freedom, but what you don't understand is there's so many various ways to apply the basics that you still have a lot of freedom. Like, for example, if I told you in the open... Is that Sente?
Yes.
Okay. If I told you that in the opening you're supposed to apply Joseki, you're like, oh, so instead of having like a million options, I only have like 10,000. That's kind of like the argument that I hear when people try to say that. It's like, so instead of having a million options in the opening, you only have 10,000. It was like, just because you don't want to apply the basics and you say that it limits your options. I'm trying to narrow down the amount of information you have to process with the basics, because there's literally tens of thousands and millions of moves for you to consider otherwise if you don't limit it somehow. You can infinitely experiment. But but if you don't narrow it down somehow, you will try out so many various options, kind of like AlphaGo did, and then you will eventually have to arrive back at the normal moves.
Boring. We need 1,000,000.
Bless you, Pikachu.
He spent a really long time reading this. I don't like that.
No. I want you to have fun, of course. I want you to have fun. But if you're asking me what do I need to do to improve, I would say play the basics. If you want to have fun, then you can do many things, like play Tengen and stuff. But if there's after a certain point, ideally what you would do is learn to have fun by improving.
10, 9,
Is that Sente? You lost Sente again. You don't know who Miss Frizzle is? Where's your childhood?
Only the teacher on the best science show ever.
It's a science kids cartoon. They didn't have a magic school bus in England?
I guess not. That's whack, bro.
Yeah, it's mostly US, but I thought it would like not just be US. I don't know. I don't know a lot about the outside world. You see, our culture is literally training us to think that we're the center of the universe. So therefore, it's really hard to know other things that are actually useful. If it's not in America, then they don't teach it to us. Like, for example, in school, we learn who the first astronaut on the moon was. We don't learn how many other countries have been on the moon besides us. Yeah, Sente reductions do great, don't they? Someone said a dog in space. That's cool. I really want to see a video of a dog in space. Was that on video? Did they like record it? The dog little flapping his little toes in zero gravity? That'd be really cool. I'm not sure if the dog would hate it or love it. Oh, the dog died. That's so sad.
That's sad.
But it was the first doggy in space. That's not as good as the Hane, even though the Hane's Gote, because all you're doing is just going down. And so if he pretends that it was a Hane anyway, he can ignore it. So it's still Gote. Because it's no different than if you would Hane.
10.
See, normally this is what I do to other people, but you're so handsome it's distracting.
Whatever. They can't see you. They can barely see me over the top of Kira's hat.
That could have been worse. I feel like there's a different move that was worse. Shut up.
Yeah, sorry. I love you. She doesn't even want to touch me to touch her right now. She's so mad at me.
Well, see, no, normally I love cuddles, but when you're being patronizing about it, it's
I'm
less
not
fun.
patronizing. I am cheering up. But what do I say is most important when you're starting to fill in the end of Yosei? And
Watch
filling
out for
them?
goose to Sujis.
Watch out for goose to Sujis. So that was a goose to Suji.
Yeah.
Do you remember what's considered close at this level? Points
No.
wise?
Too many numbers to remember.
9.
You realize you're just playing Go. Imagine playing like any other video game and the amount of numbers you have to remember. Like bullet piercing damage numbers, you have bullet projectiles.
You act like I pay attention to those. Does the power look cool? Do I feel dope using it? Yes, cool. That's what we're going with.
You are.
Am I having fun?
9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4.
Why are you defending a cut that doesn't exist yet? Having fun is definitely a good mindset. And she enjoys video games a lot more than I do because of it. However, I am a lot better than her at every single competitive video game that we play because I have a different mindset because
Yeah.
I enjoy improving.
And that's the difference. You're better, but I have more fun. So who's really winning?
Me!
No!
On the screen, it says winner every single time. We've played Super Smash Bros. Together. It says winner with my character on it. Look, you can't like it's not. it's not fun if there's not
Speaking
bragging
of
rights.
fun things where you're technically supposed to count like how much damage stuff does. If anybody has Overwatch on PC,
You don't have time to play Overwatch. We're playing
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons.
see that one I can deal with the math on. But it's not in like a I must improve at this game, but just more like a hyperfixative.
Kara, what's a sword?
Nine.
Short sword's
Nine.
damage?
8, 7,
D6?
6,
I
5,
think. What's your point?
That's a number that you remembered.
I said I think.
I think it's a D6 plus 2, isn't it?
It's plus whatever your strength or dex is, because I think short sword is a finesse weapon.
So, but you see, you know numbers in Dungeons and Dragons, yes, and yet you have fun.
It's okay. For me, it's not about the numbers. I've just played so much of it, they're kind of there. But I don't sit there going, which number is bigger? You know?
Ooh, almost goose this
I'm not falling for that again.
Am I a min-maxer? No, I'm a dungeon master. I don't like playing. I don't like being a player in Dungeons and Dragons.
His
I find it
ADHD
boring.
can't deal with it.
I don't like waiting on my turn. For me, playing Dungeons and Dragons is really boring. But I actually really enjoy DMing. I enjoy like creating the world, throwing challenges at the players, and seeing how they how they solve it. I enjoy like coming up with challenges and watching the players solve it. And very interesting things. And I usually let my players have a lot of freedom, so very interesting things can happen. Like she convinced a goblin to join her religion.
Oh, that was the best session one I think I've ever had. Most entertaining session one I think I've ever had. I think it's a better way to put that.
They sort of almost died, and so they got captured by goblins. And so she ended up convincing one goblin to join her religion by accident, and it helped them escape.
My elbow popped.
She basically made the goblin glow and convinced it that her god was like choosing it as its chosen champion. And so the goblin's like, "Oh, I'm special. I'm gonna help you guys escape now." And so like she convinced the goblin to join her religion. 18.5. All right, is that a good result or a bad result?
2, right?
Yep. Good result or bad result?
I think by your thing, technically good. Because I don't remember exactly what number it is. But I know it's bigger than
Double
18.
digit Qs, 35 points or less is considered a close game. A close game is a good thing.
Zealot barbarians are frickin' unkillable.
So, would you consider this a very good game? Do you think you played well?
For as distracted as I was, yes.
Even if you weren't distracted, do you think you played well?
Meh. No problem. I completely understand mobile.
No. 18.5 is a close game. Close games are good games, yes? You have to convince yourself of this, otherwise you will stress yourself out if you lose.
That's why I don't play Overwatch. Because I always stress out when I lose.
Are you a bad loser?
I'm not a sore loser. I'm not going to throw a fit and say that it was the lag. I'm going to acknowledge I am bad at this. I'm not mad at you for being good or better than me.
But you're not happy that you win. So
I'm happy when I win.
no, you're not happy that you didn't win. Sorry. So what you're saying is winning's more fun?
That's why I don't play Go very much, because it's too difficult.
But I thought you enjoyed playing Go. You don't have to be good at it. You don't have to win.
No. I enjoy games that are fun even when you lose.
But why isn't it fun that you lose? It's 18.5. It's a close game. That's like...
See, close game would be like, oh my gosh, it was 5 points. It's that one freaking
That's
group
like
that I missed.
7 Dawn. Or like 5 Dawn plus. 5-point close game is like 5 Dawn plus.
If it wasn't for this thing, would I have won?
No, probably not.
Didn't think so. Okay.
Kara, I'm trying to convince you that this is a good game.
I believe you, but just because it was a good game doesn't mean I feel like I played well. Does that make sense? And that was technically your original question, is do you feel like you played well? And the answer is no.
Okay, and I'm trying to convince you that is the wrong answer. 35.5 points or less at this level is considered a close game. You need to consider close games wins. If you don't, you're going to get very depressed and go.
So if everything was exactly the same, but this thing hadn't happened, I still would have lost, but only by 1 point. And that would have been fun. Oh my god, it was so close.
You're missing the point. You are not listening to the point.
I'm listening to the point.
The point is, you need to consider games like these good games because 35 points or less, it could have gone either way. It means you both played well.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Okay.
Be happy with the result.
I am happy with the result.
Okay. Do you want to review?
Well, that's the point of this series, right?
Okay. Time to review. You were winning a good chunk. But yeah, it could have gone either way.
Review started.
Okay. Bless you, Pikachu. Okay. Hane. Because the cut is a ladder.
Oh. I didn't know that.
Okay. But you act like you're just like, oh, well, I didn't know that, and I'm not going to know in the future. Okay.
Well, like, now I do know.
Are you going
If
to
this
remember
exact
that?
shape comes up again.
It comes up a lot.
And I happen to remember.
If you... You got to make a mental picture in your head, like a mental
I just did.
note. This is the... You can Hane here.
That is true, unit.
And then black plate here. So you can actually go right here. This is actually an important move. Because this is...
I mean, I played that move eventually.
You played it for Yosei. You're also interrupting again.
Sorry.
This is an important move for your base because now you have a lot of shape right here, but it's also black space. So black needs an extension too. And you see the shape is not nearly as good for black. So this is kind of the vital point for both. It has base and base. But yeah, make your base. I thought you would at least play here, but you said I have A and B as Mii. And so you Taniki. Is that what you said?
More or less. Not exactly A and B, but
What was yours?
it's more like I had response. I don't know how to do the thing, but I had responses if they went here, and I had responses if they tried to come this way. If they tried to come over here, this was still the response. So.
That's not the right question, though. The question
But it
is...
wasn't exactly A.
The question is, you played elsewhere, so did you have a base? Yes or no?
I thought I did, but now that I'm looking, it's incorrect. Apparently, the AI wanted C3 for 23 moves after this.
It's a very big move.
Apparently.
One stone jumps 1 is not a base.
I know. Like, I see it now.
Okay. So you played elsewhere. You played... you are correct. This is a double wing. That is not good. But this is fine because this is a corner enclosure. However, you were saying that you're playing on an empty side. These are not empty sides. They both have other stones on them.
Well, what would that be then?
A big framework.
But when you build on a big framework, you're supposed to build, like, here or whatever. Or, like, on top of their stuff. And it feels like filling in here to be able to connect everything feels important. And, like, not let them invade.
I have no idea what you're saying.
Okay.
But this is not an open side.
Okay, I understand that, but by the logic I've been taught, if it's...
Don't blame me for your moves.
No, I think this one's actually Agent A.
Okay.
When you build on a big framework, you jump up or you cap,
Yep.
or you do...
Those are normal.
Like a corner thingy. I can't remember what that's called.
Shoulder hit.
But then they can just come and plunk a stone down in the middle, and that's what I was trying to avoid.
Yes. So usually you build
So
off
that's
of
why it felt like an open side.
usually you build off of positions with an extension. Yes. However, if you already have a third line stone, it's okay. It doesn't really matter at this level.
Even if they plunk a stone down in the middle?
Yeah, because you get forcing moves. So, for example, you can push, kick, there, and you see how they get 4 points and you get more points? So you get more.
I thought I already had those points.
No. I can invade here. I can invade the 3/3.
No.
I can invade right here.
See, I'm just bad. Continue.
The only territory you have is 2 points. What you have is an area that you control, which means in this area you will make more than black. That's what extensions represent. Extensions are not for territory. Corner enclosures are for territory. Extensions are for developing control, but has 0 territory. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so basics-wise, this would make more sense, but this is just better. This is not a bad move, though. It's just...
Not the best move.
It's really hard to say what the best move here is. The best move is just C3. But it's not a bad move. It's just I want you to understand what open sides in the Clossi approach mean. Because if you can understand those definitions, you will be right 80% of the time. If this is one of the 20%, are you even listening?
Yes.
Okay, if this is one of the 20%, it can be, but it's more important that you play the 80% rather than the 20%.
Okay.
All right. Welcome, Levy. Okay, so he invaded, and you said, I want to take the base. So you played here to get them out of the corner, and then he ignored. But then you played here. Okay, so you chose defense.
Because I feel like this stone in the middle by itself is scary.
Technically, if you're going to attack the first time and they ignore, you need to punish. If you're going to play defense, then just play defense. Or, sorry, just play here. That's maybe more double-digit Q. If you're going to play defense, just play defense. But if you're going to play offense and they ignore, follow up once at least, and then you can play defense. And then this area will work out. But usually you have to punish once. But okay, if you want to play defense, this is just faster. It's one line further to the center. So this is one line slower. It does go left a little bit, which leans a little bit more on this, but this is just so far away. Okay, so jump was good, jump, and then you capped. You are still technically behind the line of influence. So technically you should still be playing defense at this level.
Oh,
so
okay.
Jump, and now you can just reduce with all of that. Now you can consider this pretty much thickness and just start reducing, because you're going to get eye space while you reduce. If you really wanted eyes, you can go here. But at that point, you have so many stones, you're alive.
That is not how that works.
How does he kill you? How does he take your eyes? Does he go like boop,
I don't.
Boop, 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 boop. I have no eyes! But look at the amount of cutting points he has.
Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not. Okay. You're not wrong. But also, from my experience as a dumb double-digit Q, just having a lot of stones be connected does not necessarily equal life.
Well, it's better than just ignoring the group entirely. But okay, you chose this way. And here's the thing. When you surround something, you want to push it to the closest edge. Do you remember that basic?
Mm-hmm.
So you actually wanted to do something like this. And like let them expand and then block them under the edge. And then you can reduce eye space, reduce eye space. And he lives.
That looks much cleaner, but the way that my brain was working, it was like, this is already a line. You're fine, even though it's definitely not.
Well, the thing is, you have to put yourself in black shoes. Where would you want to run to? You'd want to run this way. Okay, so just take that away from him. But instead, you were saying, I want to take the base, but the base is not on the fourth line. Bases are efficient eye space on the third line, usually. So you just surround in Sentei, and it's good for you. Also, you were all on about Knight's moves are cuttable. Knight's moves are cuttable. He has a Knight's move. So you can check the cut. Now, the best way to cut this is to peep first, and then push, cut. That's technically the best way. But yes, Knight's moves are cuttable. It's just your opponent's Knight's moves are also cuttable. Attaching, though, you just make him stronger. You're not supposed to attach. You're supposed to cap. Now, if you're trying to play defense, then diagonal. Or make some space. I don't know. But you keep switching back and forth. Like, this is why we don't Tanuki weak groups. Because you get in the middle of an attack, and all of a sudden you have to switch back to defense. What?
Part of the reason I kept switching instead of sticking with what I was doing was because every time you're like, defense or offense, I'm like, okay, that means I need to be changing it every move, I guess.
No, you need to say, am I alive now? Can I leave? Am I alive now? Can I leave? Am I alive now? Can I leave? You're trying to leave. Yeah, you're trying to leave as soon as possible, but you're still prioritizing defense first. Like, you want to go somewhere and attack them as soon as possible, but if you can't, you can't. That's why every single turn you're like, am I alive yet? Am I alive yet? Now I can leave. But you can't just go back and forth between it. Play until you're alive, and then go attack. And that way you're attacking with strength. So here he actually fixed that Knight's move, which is annoying. So you didn't want to push from behind, right? That's why you played this move, which is weird. That's because you don't want to push from behind.
Yes.
But the shape to get ahead, instead of pushing from behind, is a Knight's move. But Knight's moves are cuttable. Yes, until they become a net.
Ladder.
Net.
Yeah.
You don't want a ladder because then they get a free move. So until they become a net. So technically a Knight's move. And now if you're worried about the double peep, then you just push one more and then play a Knight's move. It just, that way you can get ahead without pushing from behind forever. So you push from behind until this Knight's move is no longer cuttable. That's how you move that direction. Make sense? So you want to play Knight's move as soon as possible. Ideally,
I played a Knight's move, just the wrong Knight's move.
Yeah, ideally you'd want to play a one-space jump, but it has 2 cutting points, and you can't defend both of those. So you want to play a Knight's move instead, which only has 1 cutting point, but if it works, obviously it's bad defense, because you don't want to get cut when you play defense. So you push until the Knight's move doesn't work. And then there's, in some rare cases, there's extra stones that support the 1-point jump, and the 1-point jump's just better when that happens. But basically, it has to do with movement as fast as you can without getting cut. Also, ignoring this move and getting on your phone is wrong. Because, boom. That's important for defense. Boop, 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 boop. Which actually happened later in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't protect your base.
But to me, that was what started, not a big deal.
Okay.
Later.
What if I go boom? These 2 stones are not connected to this stone.
Okay.
It can get very dangerous. So yeah, protecting your connection and your base, because this is also your base, is worth playing. So that's defense first. So you played big move. Is your group alive? Probably.
It's fine enough for now.
It's hard to say, but I don't know. You've spent so many moves on this. That's the problem. You've gotten to a point where you can't play double-digit Q basics because you didn't do it efficiently. If you were doing it efficiently and not ignoring it twice, you would have been alive with this many moves. But because you ignored it twice and black has more stones, now it's not quite alive, but at the same time, if you keep playing on it, it's going to be slow. So maybe you should just play on it and just make life real quick. Yeah. So there's good running away and then there's bad running away. But either way, you should be running away, first off, and then you need to run away efficiently so you can get Sentei sooner. But okay, you played a big move, which is the bottom side. That's fair. Make a base, Nobi. This jump doesn't really make sense. The shape is here. That's
Why?
the shape. Because it creates a large table shape. And a table shape is almost an eye, and there's also another eye right there, so it's almost completely alive. But If you don't know that if there's a stone on both sides of the 2-space jump, you're supposed to jump. If you don't know that, then why are you playing here? Because you have a base. If you don't know that you're requiring another eye, then it doesn't make sense to play here. You said, I want to connect to this group. That is not connected. You said I wanted to help the top group. That does not help the top group. It's not connected in any way. If you wanted to help the top group, it would be here. That would be trying to connect your groups together while still helping your weak group. This cannot, you cannot claim that this helps this group because it's not connected to it. Connections matter. Okay, so he plays, and you panicked. He plays, and now you're reducing, but we
already talked about,
we
should
clarified
the one.
You want to be on that line, and you just want to find a good one. So this one is not quite on the line, so maybe the cap here is actually on the line, so it's one line better than this one. So it's just a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
An invasion also works here, because remember, when you have the when you have the largest framework and you're dealing with your opponent's largest framework, there's two ways to deal with it: invade or reduce. Reduction usually is better because you build something while pushing it down, but once the center's already done and it's not empty, sometimes invasions will become better. Because if you reduce this line, the furthest you will get is 1, 2, 3, 4 lines, and black has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if black's is just going to get more, then destroy everything. So you just invade. So in these cases, invasions are just better. So how to invade? There's two options for double-digit Qs. There's a 3/3, and this one is a ko.
I hate Kos. Why would I play that?
Because you get 2 moves in a row.
If you have the most Ko threats, or can think of the most Ko threats.
No, it doesn't matter. If you have the most Ko threats, you will just live. If you don't, you get 2 moves in a row. So at minimum, you will get 2 moves in a row. So you can invade and live, and black takes Sente, or you will get 2 moves in a row.
Okay.
That's how you think about Kos like that. Okay, so 3/3 is an option, but and if you need to know Josekis, but you have to watch a Clossi class for those. But if you don't know it, whatever. The other option is to approach a 4th line stone. So for double-digit Qs, there's 2 options to invade: 3/3s and approach 4th line stones. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And then you just need to learn how these work. So like if they take that, you have that, and then you run away. And sometimes if they surround you, then you can expand eye space, and make something like that. And you start making shape very, very fast. As fast as you can. Or you just run away. And if they try to do that, and you can do that, you can see life very quickly. Now, it's going to be difficult because it does lead to life and death problems. This is why you're supposed to do life and death problems.
Mm-hmm.
But you're never going to learn it if you avoid it. So these are the starting recommendations, and then you need to gain experience by playing games and do game reviews to learn how they work. But these are the starting moves with the easiest follow-ups. For single-digit Qs watching, you add on attachments and forcing moves in Miai's. So like that, like that, like that, like that. So yeah, single-digit Qs can do all. That's the amount that single-digit Qs have to consider. Double-digit Qs, you just consider the triangles, you learn how those work. Single-digit Qs, you consider all of these and learn how they work. And then you're supposed to make a combination to make life. And then after like 3Q and stuff, you should just be able to read exactly where you can live. But yeah, so do you understand the S15 variation? This is just a Miai between A and B. So if you go here, I just go in the 3/3. And if you take the 3/3, boom, boom, boom. And now I have almost an eye already. And then I could potentially play an attachment as well to try to get a little bit more eye space. So it just has to do with the Miai of going into the corner or going to the edge for eye space. But this is single-digit Q, not double-digit Q. Okay, do you understand how I reasoned that an invasion was better on this board?
Yes.
Because it has to do with these stones over here. Do you understand your invasion points? There's just two options.
I understand the theories behind them.
Right? And so you just need experience and game reviews. So you played a reduction. It could have been a little bit better, but it's fine. And actually, the game was close. Even with the reduction, the game was pretty close. Here, you were running away, and that was fine. But then you switch gears to attack, and that's very dangerous. Because once you switch gears to unsettle A, B is still unsettled. So now both A and B are weak. That creates a complicated position. And this might be fine at single digit Q, but at double digit Q, you're setting yourself up for a chance to die. Like, this is like flipping a coin at double digit Q. What you should have played is here and said, if you cut me, then I kill the cutting stone. And if you can't read that, then you should have just ran away. Make a bamboo and run away, and then try to make eye space. Okay, but you should have helped these two stones. But if you try to cut, this becomes very complicated, and somebody's gonna die. Potentially. Somebody can die. But then blacks decided to give up the two stones for some reason. So you were able to play defense and surround these at the same time. And that was good. Jump here was good because it fixed your stones and killed the cutting stones. So it was just good all around. You could have also played here, though. It does the exact same thing, but works with that stone and gets you more points. This one also works because there is no cutting point. Because it's just dead. But it's fine. That's just more effective ways to do it, but it's the same principle. As long as you understand the principle. Okay, so now you started Yosei. Technically, there's an invasion point, and there's some questions right here to be answered, and then you have to think, do I want to invade this or not? If there's no more invasion points, then yes, Yosei would start. So you started Yosei. That is nothing. Because the follow-up threatens what? A point? 2 points? You have to threaten an area. So like this one, this one. This one's good, and this has just been good the whole game, not because of our Yosei principles. You just never made the base. Because it threatens, boom, 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 boom. It threatens more, so that's why that one's good. Yeah, do that, and then first line Sente. That one is not quite Sente. It's almost Sente. But it has some interesting stuff right there. So now you push the borders in Sente. So boom, 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 boom. And then you saw what happened there. That was pretty good. You push the borders in Sente. But you do all the Sente first. But here, that was small. Okay, that was good. That was good. Then you blocked. This is just 2 points. It's not an area. It has nothing to do with your base or connections. So this is small, small. And then finally you got Sente again. Pushed good. And then you played over here for some reason. This is a big Gote move, but not Sente. Sente is more important. Okay, because now he gets to start pushing you. And he made points. This actually didn't threaten this, but okay. Now you pushed home, that's good. And he let you in further than he should have, so that was really good. He almost died here, though. I was thinking black would have gone here, and then you wouldn't have seen the goose. And he's...
Why would I have gone that way? Go back. Why don't I just...
Here?
Oh, never mind.
Because liberties. You're an Atari. And he destroyed this area by using your goose cut.
This is why I could go through this space.
Okay, but he actually did this without taking this liberty first, so it really backfired for him. What on earth is this move? Why did you connect?
Because you were over there panicking in the corner.
I wasn't panicking. I was happy that he didn't cut you properly. Because then you don't die.
You were making faces in the corner.
Stop.
I figured I would play safe.
Stop
Stop
Look-
making faces.
Stop reacting to my faces and use your basics. You can't assume that things
I don't
work.
trust my reading.
In the Clossi approach videos, I have stressed multiple times during the game, you have to trust your reading because it's better to lose and learn than to not trust your reading. If you defend something that doesn't exist because you are afraid of it, and you don't see how it works, but you defend it anyway, you are preventing yourself from improving. So this is a terrible, terrible habit. Never, ever, ever fix something that you don't know how it works, because you prevent yourself from learning a new pattern.
Exactly, Squeaky. Check causes his face for reactions.
Okay.
Step 2. Misread said face completely. And play unnecessary moves. No, seriously, listen to him, though. He's much smarter than me at this game.
You played Gote, then you lost Sente again. Could push S7 and make trouble for black, right? Yeah, so this was second line Sente. And then
Yeah, that's
first
what
line
I should
Sente.
have done, but the way that your face was going, I was like, I'm missing something.
And then there's this. And you block. Then you connect, and he fixes. So that was all free stuff. And you still have Sente. All free stuff, but you decided to fix something that doesn't exist. And you lost Sente again. This one was nothing, because if you push and you block, there's nothing there. There's nothing. Honestly, this would have prevented a lot of Aji down here later, because cutting points. Tiger's mounts are really great. So, Sente, Sente, Sente. This one is okay. Okay, good. Good, but you lost Sente again. He can push, yes, but, you know, Sente. Yeah, so here, 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 here. All of that comes first, and then you can block or something.
I ended up going the other way, but yeah.
And this is good. Push the borders. This cut doesn't work.
Yeah, I read that.
So you lost Sente. So yeah, in Yosei, you lost Sente a lot this game. Yeah, this is an unfortunately good shape for black. That's just the Tsuji. I don't expect you to see this, honestly. I don't really care that you lost the game because of this one. This one's just above your level.
So I was looking down here at, well, not for black, but at this move. Then he has to connect and then going here.
Yeah, and that's fine for reductions. Technically, this move doesn't work right now because you just do that. And then you see there's no problem. Okay, so you push, that's all good. Push, you got in a lot here, which is really good. But remember Goose to Sujis? See these cutting points right here? And here, this one, you missed a huge cut right here. Cutting points are important. This is why you don't rush, even in the end game. Even in the end game, you do not rush. You miss chances like these. And these are huge, huge opportunities. This is like almost 10 points probably, maybe more. Huge opportunities. And this is why 35 points is considered close, because if you just changed a couple moves, you would have won. Okay, so you ended up getting a lot there, but still. And here is where you got in trouble, because you didn't see this, which was a double cutting point peep.
Yeah.
This one locally is good, but if he connects, it actually activates that wedge. So this one is the problem, the big problem, because I can go here. A and B are Mii. And Goose to Suji.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So this is why you got to be very, very wary of cutting points at the end. Here, you did need to defend probably like this if you don't see all the cutting points. This is probably the best way. It just gets you a point. That's not anything, so it just works. But this still exists, so... But yeah, you didn't notice that. Also, these are bad. So it looks like you're playing Sente, but you're actually not. So if you play the Hane, you take 1 point in Gote, yes?
Yeah.
So if you play here and I ignore, what's the difference? So you actually are passing because you didn't change that J1 is a Gote, or J1's now a Sente move, but you didn't change
The end result.
the result. So it's still Gote. So it'd be better if you had just taken the point in Gote instead of just him hauling around to do it. So this descend down looks like you're trying to keep Sente, but you're actually preventing the chance for another point later. So it's actually, and also it's still Gote. It actually doesn't change anything. This saves 1 point, so it's reverse Sente 1 point, but that's better. So you lost a lot of points in Yosei this game. And then, of course, this just came out of nowhere for you. Oops. Probably the way to handle it is just start fixing stuff. Yeah, just start fixing stuff.
I didn't see that it extended all the way up there, though.
Yeah. He did this, and he didn't quite read this. This is the lack of Go problems and experience. That's all that is. But you stopped it, that's fine. And it was still pretty close. 18.5 is a close game. Yeah, here, you don't fix it until it happens. If you really want to defend it, just go down, then fix it, so that way he can't just play here in Sente. But if you play here, then he can still play here. So you didn't actually change the result anything. Because if you're defending stuff that doesn't exist yet...
I saw a second line cut, I fixed it.
Yeah, but if it doesn't work, then you lose Sente for no good reason. And Sente, 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 Sente. Sente, 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 Sente. Super important. This is Dame. That doesn't even do anything. Hane. So, technically speaking, that cut didn't work. Boom, 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 boom. 2 liberties to 3 liberties. So this is another lesson I tell my students, especially in the Clossi Birch series. Never, ever defend these cuts unless you read that they work. Don't ever assume that they work. This is the only thing you have to read at this level, is these cutting points and life and death problems. So these cutting points is literally the only thing you have to read. So if you neglect reading them, you neglect developing your reading at this level, and then you're just going to make it harder for you when you get stronger. When you have to start reading this when you get stronger, it's going to be even harder because you have to read this and much more. So if you defend it just blindly, you are making yourself weaker at the game. So it'd be better to lose than to make yourself weaker at the game. So just visualize the cut. So visualize this one, boom, boom, and you can see that goes nowhere. Hopefully everyone can read this one. But now we visualize boom, boom, and we say, okay, will I die? 1, 2, 3 to 1, 2. Let's try, and then boom. You have to be able to visualize this. Okay. Any questions about the game?
Nope.
Okay, so someone asked how much can a 3-dan, 2-dan, and 1-dan read? It really depends on the dan. So I'll only answer from my perspective because some dans can visualize more than others, but there's a difference between reading and visualizing. Okay, so the example I use for that is, can I visualize the stones in a ladder? Okay, because if you're just saying read out a ladder, most people can read out ladders, but can you actually visualize what shape the ladder will be at? Can you visualize the end of the ladder and how many liberties and cutting points it has at the end of the ladder when it runs into something? Okay, So, um, can I visualize stones? I can visualize and keep track of the cutting points and liberties. Probably about 20 or 30 moves. And ladders, I've read 181 move ladders, I think it was. Well over 100 move ladders. And I was trying to visualize the shape. It takes me a while to read that many moves, but technically I can do it, visualize the shape, and remember the cutting points. But how well can I read? Because stone visualization is more about keeping track of the cuts and liberties with more stones on the board. But reading is doing that while also reading the proper direction and stuff. I can probably read up to 20 moves, but according to professionals and top amateurs, Dons can only read about 4 moves correctly unless it's a straightforward sequence. However, what that means is, can I read on an empty board? Probably about four to 6 moves correctly at best. But can I read like an invasion point? Let's say, can I read this 3/3? I could read that pretty easily, and I could probably picture 20 or 30 moves in there, and keep track of the life and death. Now, how did I develop my reading? That's the more important question. How did I get to where I am? How can you get from where you are to where I am? I spent 2 straight years, reading every single ladder I came across. Like, it didn't matter if the ladder worked or didn't. I visualized that ladder every single time I saw one for 2 years. And eventually, and I was also playing games and stuff and trying to visualize stones in the reading in the game. So in everything, right? The ladders for 2 years, and I was playing games for 2 years. Eventually something clicked and I was able to visualize a lot of stones. After doing it probably thousands of times, visualizing thousands of stones over the span of 2 years, I was finally able to visualize it. And now I can visualize Go stones pretty easily. I've been playing Go for 14 and a half years. So just the experience that I've accumulated reading, I can visualize stones pretty easily. Now, with that being said, Mrs. Clossi, how many stones can you visualize?
Maybe 3.
3? And with keeping track of the cuts and liberties?
If it's a good day.
If it's a good day? Okay, so what you would want to do to go from you to me is you would practice this every day. You maybe like read a ladder every day. You do Go problems. And when you do them, don't just think about the solution, but actually visualize the stone and liberties. So like, how did you learn to see Ataris at a glance, right? When you're a 20Q, when you're a brand new player, you have to actually look at each liberty individually. And ideally, you would even be counting them 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Ideally, you'd even be counting the liberties, and that's a brand new player, okay? Well, double-digit Qs and single-digit Qs, it's the exact same principle. It's just practice, but instead of doing it for 1 move, you do it for 3 moves deep, and then 5 moves deep, and then 7 moves deep, and then more and more and more as you get stronger and stronger, and the more you practice it, the easier it become. And eventually, reading 3 moves and seeing those cutting points, you can do at a glance. It'll be just super easy. Likewise, most people in chat, I think, can see Ataris instantaneously. You couldn't do that when you were a brand new player, right? So it's just developing the same skill. The problem is you have to actively develop it. It doesn't just magically happen. I mean, sometimes it might, just with enough experience, maybe you just develop it naturally. But most of the time, you have to actually visualize the stones. It's kind of like mental training of like visualizing like your bedroom. Can you visualize what your bedroom looks like right now, and can you find like what objects are in the bedrooms, and then go to like, where's your phone charger in the bedroom? Where is your like clothes or dirty laundry? Where, like, can you remember what it looks like? And that can go back to memory. But let's imagine like you picked up your laundry basket and moved it to a different part of the room. Can you visualize what that would look like? Okay, and that's kind of like a visualization exercise. Okay, it's the same thing with Go. Can you visualize putting a black stone here and a white stone here, and can visualize what the liberties are, what the cutting points are. Right? And it's kind of just that same exercise, and you just do it thousands of times over the span of years. And eventually you can visualize a lot of moves. Okay. So I did a game review. Now we need to make sure that we keep on track with the theme of this level, which is identifying what part of the Clossi approach are you missing? Because usually from 15Q to 10Q, you can do some things correctly, but you're messing up some other things. I would say you're doing most of it correctly, but what the problem is you're inconsistent. So in this game, I would say you did every single category correct half the time. And so you want to improve that accuracy to be 75% of the time, and then eventually 100% of the time to be single digit Q. So there's no obvious category. Probably you could say the cutting points, but that one wasn't obvious. But every single category you both did well at and bad at. So I would say it's just your consistency. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So the good news is you know every category well. The bad news is what you need is practice, and that's literally the thing that you don't do.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah, jack of all trades, master of none. But it's not quite that, because that means something slightly different than what I'm implying. What you lack is experience. So I would say my advice would be to play more games and then review them on your own, and then try to identify where did you go away from the Clossi approach. Like which moves were the Clossi approach, which moves weren't, and the more you can identify it in reviews, the more accuracy you'll have in the actual game. And then you just keep working on that and repeating that process until single digit Q, and then you could add on more stuff. But right now it looks like Mrs. Clossi, because she kind of gets drilled on the Clossi approach a lot, is pretty good at the Clossi approach. It's just pretty bad at consistency, which makes sense because you hear it a lot, but you don't practice a lot. So yeah. That would be that in this game. But again, it's trying to understand what part of the Clossi approach are you messing up, what are you good at, what are you bad at, and reviewing your own games, a lot at this level, and really drilling yourself on a consistent effectiveness of the double digit Q basics. You need to have it down before getting to single digit Q. Because I tell you, I have so many students in the 9Q to 7Q range that are stuck because they're still working on some fundamentals while also trying to apply the single digit Q fundamentals. And it's just better to not be single digit Q and master all your double digit Q fundamentals, and then get to single digit Q and add on one or two things instead of trying to learn 5 or 6 things at once, technically speaking. Take your time at this level, 15Q to 10Q. It's okay to take your time at this level. It's going to take a little bit longer than the rest of the levels did. But take your time, do a lot of game reviews and fine-tuning. Sharpen that sword that you have, your Go skill sword. Sharpen it. Get it to, and then once you get to single digit Q, then it'll be time to learn more lessons and shapes. All right, and that will be it for the Clossi Approach series video. So I'll go ahead and end it here. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And as always, thanks for watching. We hope you guys enjoyed, and we look forward to seeing you guys next time. Okay, so that will be it for the stream as well. We do have the Clossi class in about 2 hours. I'm debating doing it here at home.
Is it at 5 o'clock or
It's
at 6 o'clock?
5 o'clock.
Okay, it's 4 o'clock now. So that's in 1 hour.
It's in 1 hour. I'm sorry. I am wrong. It is in 1 hour. Let me double check the calendar because now I'm confused. I've confused myself.
It's at 5 o'clock, right?
Yeah, 5 p.m. It's in 1 hour. So we're going to take a 1 hour break. Maybe we can go get food. I want food.
Okay.
So we'll take a 1 hour break, probably get some food. Then we'll come back. And if you're interested in being in the class, it is through the Discord. Ask in the Discord. It's just really just one of the rooms in the Discord is the Clossi class. So if you're interested in being in that, we'll be doing that. We actually need to start a new topic soon. So maybe today we'll, because I kind of talked about a lot of the 3-3 about what I wanted for the 3-3, but next month is about to start. So I really want to ask you guys like what you guys want for next month's theme, or if you guys have any questions about the 3-3, I can still go over that. But yeah, technically I'm running out of 3-3 material. And I still have like one more day on the 3-3, and I've kind of like said everything I wanted to say about the 3-3. And then I have to come up with a theme for next month. But yeah, that is in 1 hour. I'll think of something while I'm going to lunch. So this month, Pros Fair was a lot about the 3-3, how it works, what you understand, and blah blah blah. Oh, you're already in July, Uyghur. How is it in the future? What does the future look like? Can you tell me the winning lottery numbers? Then I will be able to teach all of you guys for free. I need to think of a way to continue the 3-3 or just wrap it up. But technically it should still be the 3-3 today, but I may think about something. But next month we will be changing it up. And I'm actually seeing, what do you guys want to do next month? Think about that and then let me know in the class. So yeah, I will go ahead and end the stream here, and I will see you guys in hopefully an hour. If not, then I will see you guys when I see you. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.